My chosen one, something extraordinary is about to unfold, and it is not a coincidence that you are here at this exact moment. There are forces beyond what your eyes can see that have been aligning, shifting, and preparing for a divine encounter that was written into your destiny long before you ever took your first breath. July 6th is not just another date. It is a sacred appointment, a moment carved out in time where heaven reaches down and touches your soul in a way that will change everything. You may have felt it already, a strange heaviness mixed with anticipation, a quiet whisper in your spirit telling you that something is about to happen. That feeling is real. It is the presence of Archangel Michael drawing near, stepping into your life with a mission that cannot be delayed any longer. This is not sluchakaki. This is not random. This is intentional, precise, and meant specifically for you. There has been a battle around you, even if you could not fully understand it. The exhaustion you've been feeling, the emotional weight you've been carrying, the moments where you felt like giving up, none of it was without reason. You have been walking through a season of spiritual pressure, and now you are standing at the edge of divine intervention. July 6th marks the moment where that pressure begins to break. Listen carefully, because this is where everything shifts. Archangel Michael is not coming quietly. He comes with a powerful, radiant light, a healing force so pure that it penetrates every hidden wound, every silent tear, every broken piece of your spirit. This light does not just comfort you, it transforms you. It restores what was lost. It rebuilds what was shattered. And most importantly, it prepares you for what is coming next. There are things you have been carrying that were never meant to stay with you this long. Pain from the past, confusion about your path, burdens that have drained your energy. These are about to be lifted. But here is the truth that will shock you. This healing has already begun. Yes, even before this moment, even before you heard these words, the process was already in motion. That sudden urge to reflect, the emotions rising to the surface, the moments of silence where you felt something shifting inside you. That was the beginning of the divine touch. That was Archangel Michael preparing your spirit for this exact appointment. And now, you are here, right on time. Do not ignore this moment. Do not brush it aside as just another message. This is a call, a sacred invitation to step into a level of healing and strength that you have never experienced before. What is about to happen will not only refresh your soul, it will awaken a power within you that you didn't even know existed. You are not the same person you were before this moment, and as July 6th approaches, you will begin to see, feel, and understand why everything had to happen the way it did. The light is coming. The healing is here. And your life is about to change forever. A sacred truth is unfolding now, and you are being invited to understand something deeper than what most people ever realize in their lifetime. A divine appointment is not something ordinary, and it is not something that happens randomly. It is a moment where heaven aligns with your life in perfect timing, where spiritual forces move with precision to reach you exactly when your soul is ready. July 6th carries this kind of alignment, and what makes it even more powerful is that you have been prepared for it without even knowing. There are seasons in life when everything feels unclear, when your energy feels drained, and when your spirit feels heavy without a clear reason. You may have questioned why things have been harder than usual, why certain emotions have surfaced unexpectedly, or why you have felt disconnected from your usual strength. These are not signs of weakness. These are signs of preparation. Before a divine encounter takes place, there is often a period of internal shifting where your spirit is being made ready to receive something greater. Archangel Michael does not arrive in moments of comfort alone. He often appears when you are standing at the edge of exhaustion, when your strength feels limited, and when your heart has carried more than it should. This is because true healing does not come when everything is easy. It comes when the soul has reached a point where it is open, vulnerable, and ready for transformation. You have been in a silent battle. Not all battles are visible, and not all struggles can be explained to others. Some battles happen within your thoughts, within your emotions, and within the quiet places of your spirit. You have been fighting to stay strong, to keep moving forward, even when things felt uncertain. And even though you may not have realized it, you were not alone in that battle. Archangel Michael has been watching, guarding, and preparing for this moment. The heaviness you felt was not meant to break you, but to bring you to this exact point where divine intervention could take place. Every moment of confusion, every delay, every challenge has been shaping your spirit, making you stronger in ways that you could not yet see. Now, as July 6th approaches, something begins to shift. Weight you have been carrying will no longer feel the same. The emotional burdens that once felt overwhelming will begin to loosen their grip. This is because a divine appointment changes the atmosphere around you. It changes how you feel, how you think, and how you move forward. But here is what you must understand clearly. A divine appointment requires your awareness. It requires you to recognize that something sacred is happening and to open your heart to receive it fully. If you ignore it, you may miss the fullness of what is being offered. If you embrace it, you step into a level of healing and clarity that transforms your path completely. You are not here by accident. You were guided here because your spirit is ready. The exhaustion you felt was leading you to this moment. The questions you carried were leading you to this answer. And the silence you experienced was making space for something powerful to enter your life. Archangel Michael is not only bringing healing, but also preparation for what lies ahead. This is not just about feeling better. This is about becoming stronger, clearer, and more aligned with your purpose. The days ahead will require a renewed version of you, and this divine appointment is where that renewal begins. Pay attention to what you feel. Pay attention to the subtle shifts within you. Because what is happening now is the beginning of something that will carry you into a new chapter, one where you are no longer weighed down by what once held you back. Something sacred is touching your life right now, and if you listen closely, you will begin to recognize it. The healing light of Archangel Michael is not just a symbol or a distant idea. It is a real, powerful force that moves through the unseen and reaches into the deepest parts of your spirit. This light carries a frequency of restoration, a divine energy that does not simply cover wounds but removes them from their root. You may be wondering how this healing actually works, how something invisible can create such a powerful shift within you. The truth is, this light does not operate like anything in the physical world. It does not need permission from your logic, and it does not wait for perfect conditions. It responds to your soul. The moment your spirit begins to open, even slightly, this light enters and begins its work. Think about the moments recently where emotions surfaced without warning. Times when you felt overwhelmed, reflective, or even unexpectedly sensitive. Those were not random experiences. That was the light beginning to expose what needed to be healed. Before restoration comes release, and before peace comes the uncovering of what had been hidden. Archangel Michael's healing light moves with precision. It knows exactly where your pain has been stored. It reaches into memories you have tried to forget, into disappointments you have buried, and into fears you have carried quietly. But this is not to hurt you. This is to free you. Because what remains hidden continues to hold power, but what is brought into the light begins to lose its grip. You are being cleansed from the inside out. Layers of emotional weight are being lifted, even if you cannot fully see it yet. Some of you may feel lighter in certain moments, only to feel heavy again shortly after. Do not be confused by this. Healing is a process, and as the light continues to move through you, it clears one layer at a time. There are also signs that confirm this divine touch is already active in your life. You may notice a stronger desire for peace, a need to step away from negativity, or a sudden clarity about situations that once confused you. You may find yourself questioning things you once accepted, or feeling drawn toward stillness and reflection. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Archangel Michael is aligning your spirit with truth. And as this alignment happens, anything that does not belong to your higher path begins to fall away. This may feel uncomfortable at times, because letting go is never easy. But what is leaving your life is making space for something far greater. And here is something you must hear clearly. This healing is not temporary. It is not a brief moment of relief that fades away. This is a deep, lasting transformation that will continue to unfold even beyond July 6th. That date is the activation point, the moment where everything intensifies and becomes undeniable. So do not resist what you are feeling. Do not push away the emotions or the changes that are happening within you. Instead, allow them. Trust that what is being removed was never meant to stay, and what is being restored will carry you into a stronger, more peaceful version of yourself. You are not losing anything of value. You are gaining clarity, strength, and freedom. Type "I received divine healing" in the comments if this message is reaching your spirit. Blessing code 369 is now activated. And as this healing light continues to move through you, understand this: what you are experiencing is not just for you alone. When you step into this transformation, you become a vessel of light for others who are still searching, still hurting, still waiting for a sign. Right now, you have the opportunity to extend this divine message beyond your own life. When you give, when you sow into this mission, you are allowing this same healing light to reach souls who may never have encountered it otherwise. The word says, "Give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." This is not just a verse. It is a living promise being spoken over you right now. If you feel this stirring within you, that is not sluchikaki. That is your spirit responding. And in this moment, you can act. You can become part of something greater by supporting this message through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link provided in the description and QR code. As you give, you are not losing. You are planting seeds into fertile ground, seeds that will return to you in ways you cannot yet imagine. Step into this act of faith. Release your offering now and watch how heaven responds. There are burdens you have been carrying that no one else truly understands, weights that have settled deep within your spirit over time. Some of them came from words that were spoken to you, moments that left marks you never fully healed from, and situations where you gave your all but received pain in return. These hidden wounds do not always show themselves openly, but they shape how you feel, how you respond, and how you move through life. Right now, something profound is happening. The healing light of Archangel Michael is not only touching the surface of your emotions, it is going deeper, reaching into places you may have avoided for a long time. This is where true transformation begins. Because what is buried does not disappear, it waits. And until it is addressed, it continues to influence your thoughts, your energy, and your sense of peace. You may have noticed patterns in your life that seem to repeat themselves. Situations that feel different on the outside but carry the same emotional weight. This is not sluchikaki. These patterns are often connected to unresolved pain, to wounds that were never fully released. And now, as this divine light moves through you, those patterns are being exposed so they can finally be broken. Archangel Michael sees everything you have carried. Nothing has gone unnoticed. Every silent tear, every moment you held yourself together when you felt like falling apart, every time you chose to keep going even when your strength was fading. These moments have been witnessed. And now, they are being honored through healing. But healing does not always feel comfortable at first. As this light begins to work within you, it may bring certain memories or emotions back to the surface. You may find yourself thinking about things you thought you had moved past, or feeling emotions that you believed were long gone. This is not a setback. This is a release. What is coming to the surface is coming up so it can leave for good. There is a difference between suppressing pain and truly healing it. Suppression pushes it down, hiding it from view, but it remains active beneath the surface. Healing, on the other hand, brings it into the light, removes its hold, and replaces it with peace. This is the process you are in right now. You are being invited to let go of what has been weighing on you. Not by force, not by pretending it never happened, but by allowing the light to transform it. Imagine the heaviness you have been carrying slowly lifting, layer by layer. Imagine the tension within your spirit loosening, the weight becoming lighter with each passing moment. This is not just imagination. This is what is actually taking place. There are also fears that have been holding you back, quiet doubts that have limited how far you allow yourself to go. These fears often come from past experiences, from moments where things did not go as you hoped. And over time, they created a sense of hesitation, a need to protect yourself from further pain. But here is what you need to understand. You are not the same person you were when those fears were formed. You have grown, you have endured, and you have gained strength that you may not even fully recognize yet. And now, as this healing continues, those fears are losing their power over you. Archangel Michael is not only removing what hurts you, but also restoring what was taken from you. Your sense of peace, your confidence, your ability to trust again, these are being rebuilt within you. This is why this moment is so important, because it is not just about letting go, it is about becoming whole again. So as you feel these shifts within you, do not resist them. Do not question whether this process is real. Trust what is happening. Trust that every emotion, every realization, every moment of release is part of a greater plan to restore your spirit. You are being freed from what once held you down. And as this continues, you will begin to notice something remarkable. The things that once affected you deeply will start to lose their impact. The weight will no longer feel the same. The pain will no longer define you, because you are not meant to carry your past into your future. You are meant to rise, renewed and restored, ready to step into the life that has been waiting for you. A quiet transformation is taking place within you, and it is deeper than anything you have experienced before. This is not just about feeling temporary relief or having a moment of peace that fades away. What is happening now is the rebuilding of your spirit from the inside out. This is restoration in its purest form, and it is being guided with divine precision. There was a time when parts of you felt broken, when certain experiences left marks that changed how you saw yourself and the world around you. You adapted, you learned to move forward, but some of those pieces were never fully restored. They remain fragmented, affecting your confidence, your trust, and your sense of direction. But now, that is changing. Archangel Michael is not only removing what no longer belongs in your life, but also reconstructing what was lost. Think of your spirit as something that has endured storms, something that has been tested again and again. Those storms may have caused cracks, but they did not destroy you. And now, those cracks are being repaired, strengthened, and made whole again. This process of restoration does not happen all at once. It unfolds step by step, layer by layer, in a way that your spirit can fully receive and sustain. If everything changed instantly, it would overwhelm you. So instead, the transformation is happening in a way that allows you to grow into it, to become aligned with the new strength that is being built within you. You may start to notice subtle shifts in how you respond to situations. Things that once triggered you may no longer have the same effect. Situations that once felt confusing may begin to make sense. This is a sign that your inner foundation is being rebuilt. You are becoming more stable, more grounded, and more connected to your true self. There is also a deeper understanding beginning to form within you. You are starting to see that the delays, the setbacks, and even the painful experiences you went through were not meaningless. They were part of a preparation process. They were shaping you, teaching you, and positioning you for this exact moment of restoration. It may not have felt like it at the time. In those moments, it may have felt like you were being held back, like things were not moving in your favor. But now, you are beginning to understand that those pauses were necessary. They were creating space for something greater to enter your life. Archangel Michael works with divine timing, not human timing. And while human timing often seeks immediate results, divine timing ensures lasting transformation. What is being built within you now is not temporary strength, but a permanent foundation that will support you in the days ahead. There is also a renewal of your inner energy taking place. The exhaustion you once felt is being replaced with a quiet strength. It may not feel dramatic at first, but it is steady and real. You will find yourself having more clarity, more focus, and a stronger sense of direction. This is the result of your spirit being restored. You are also being prepared for what comes next. Restoration is not the final step. It is the preparation for movement, for progress, for stepping into a new chapter of your life. And this chapter will require you to operate from a place of strength rather than survival. In the past, you may have been focused on simply getting through each day, managing challenges as they came. But now, you are being positioned to move forward with purpose, with confidence, and with a sense of clarity that was not there before. This is why this process is so important. Because what you are stepping into cannot be sustained by the version of you that was still carrying unhealed wounds. It requires a renewed version of you, a stronger and more aligned version of you. To trust this restoration. Trust that even if you cannot see every change clearly yet, something powerful is happening within you. You are being rebuilt, strengthened, and prepared. And as this process continues, you will begin to recognize just how much has changed. Not just around you, but within you. Because the person you are becoming is ready for a life that once felt out of reach. There is a shift happening within you that cannot be reversed, a transformation so deep that it begins to change not only how you feel, but how you see everything around you. This is the moment where healing turns into awakening, where restoration begins to reshape your thoughts, your emotions, and your entire sense of self. What once felt heavy is starting to loosen, and what once felt uncertain is beginning to clear. You may have already noticed this change in subtle ways. The way you react to situations is different. The thoughts that once filled your mind with doubt are becoming quieter. The emotional weight that once followed you everywhere is starting to lift. This is not SLUJADIKAKI. This is the direct result of the healing light working within you, realigning your inner world with truth and strength. Archangel Michael is guiding this transformation with precision. He is not only removing what has been holding you back, but also planting new strength within you. This strength does not come from force or struggle. It comes from clarity. It comes from understanding who you are beyond your past experiences, beyond your fears, and beyond the limitations that once defined you. There was a time when confusion may have clouded your thoughts, when you questioned your direction, your purpose, or even your own worth. That confusion is beginning to dissolve. In its place, a sense of clarity is emerging. It may not come all at once, but you will begin to notice moments where things simply make sense, where decisions feel easier, and where your path feels more certain. This clarity is not something you are creating on your own. It is being revealed to you. As the layers of doubt and fear are removed, your natural sense of direction begins to return. You start to trust yourself again. You start to feel more connected to your inner voice, to that quiet guidance that has always been there but was often overshadowed by noise and uncertainty. Along with clarity comes a new kind of emotional strength. This is not the kind of strength that comes from pushing through pain or pretending everything is fine. This is a calm, steady strength that allows you to face situations without being overwhelmed by them. It is the ability to remain grounded even when challenges arise. You will begin to notice that things that once drained your energy no longer have the same effect. Conversations, environments, and situations that used to leave you feeling exhausted will start to feel different. This is because your energy is changing. You are no longer operating from a place of depletion, but from a place of renewal. There is also a growing sense of peace within you. Not a temporary peace that fades when circumstances change, but a deeper, more stable peace that remains even in uncertain moments. This peace is a sign that your spirit is coming into alignment. It is a sign that you are no longer carrying the same internal conflict that once weighed you down. Archangel Michael is also strengthening your sense of purpose. You may begin to feel a stronger pull towards certain actions, ideas, or directions. These are not random impulses. They are part of the guidance you are receiving as you move into this new phase of your life. You are being led, step by step, towards something that is meant for you. At the same time, you may feel a natural desire to distance yourself from things that no longer resonate with you. This could be certain habits, environments, or even relationships that do not align with the person you are becoming. This is not something to fear. It is a natural part of transformation. As you change, your surroundings begin to change as well. This is the moment where you begin to recognize your own strength in a new way. Not as something you have to force, but as something that naturally exists within you. You are not the same person who once struggled to hold everything together. You are becoming someone who moves with confidence, with clarity, and with a sense of inner peace that cannot easily be shaken. Trust this transformation. Trust that every shift you are feeling is leading you toward a stronger, more aligned version of yourself. Because what is happening within you right now is not temporary. It is the beginning of a new way of being, a new way of living, and a new way of moving forward with grace and strength. A powerful protection is now surrounding you, and whether you realize it or not, something has shifted in the spiritual atmosphere around your life. This is not just about healing anymore. This is about guarding what has been restored, securing your peace, and ensuring that what once drained you no longer has access to your spirit in the same way. Archangel Michael is known as a protector, a warrior of divine light who stands against forces that seek to disrupt, confuse, and weaken. And now, as your spirit has begun to heal and realign, his role in your life is becoming even more active. Because once healing begins, protection must follow. What has been restored must be shielded. There were times in your past when your energy was open, when you were affected deeply by the emotions, words, and actions of others. You may have absorbed negativity without even realizing it, carrying burdens that were not yours to carry. This left you feeling drained, overwhelmed, and at times disconnected from your own strength. but that access is not being cut off. You are no longer as vulnerable as you once were. The healing you have received has strengthened your inner foundation, and now a spiritual shield is being placed around you. This shield does not isolate you from the world, but it protects your peace within it. It allows you to move through life without being constantly affected by every negative influence around you. You may begin to notice this in practical ways. Situations that once disturbed you may no longer hold the same power. Words that once affected you deeply may now pass without leaving a mark. This is not because you have become indifferent, but because you have become protected. Archangel Michael is clearing away unseen forces that have been working against your peace. These forces are not always obvious. Sometimes they appear as persistent doubt, unexplained fear, or a sense of heaviness that you cannot fully explain. But as this protection strengthens, those influences begin to fade. There is also a growing sense of courage rising within you. This is another sign of divine protection. When you know, even on a deeper level, that you are supported and guarded, fear begins to lose its grip. You start to move differently. You begin to speak with more confidence, to make decisions with greater certainty, and to step forward without the same hesitation that once held you back. This does not mean challenges will never come, but it means those challenges will no longer have the same power over you. You will face them from a place of strength rather than fear. You will respond with clarity rather than confusion. There is also a separation happening. As your energy rises and your spirit becomes stronger, you may naturally begin to distance yourself from certain environments or people that do not align with your new state of being. This is not something to feel guilty about. It is a sign that your spirit recognizes what supports you and what does not. Archangel Michael is guiding this process, helping you to move toward what brings you peace and away from what disrupts it. This is part of your protection, because sometimes protection is not just about shielding you from harm, but also about guiding you away from it. You are being positioned in a space where you can grow without constant interference, where your energy can remain stable, and where your focus can remain clear. This is essential for what comes next. There is also a deeper level of trust developing within you. Trust in yourself, trust in your path, and trust in the guidance you are receiving. This trust is strengthened by the protection you are now experiencing. Because when you feel safe, you are more open to moving forward. Archangel Michael's presence is not distant. It is active, intentional, and aligned with your growth. You are not being left to figure everything out on your own. You are being guided, protected, and supported every step of the way. So as you continue to move forward, remember this. You are not the same person who once felt exposed and vulnerable. You are now someone who carries both healing and protection. And with that protection comes a new level of strength, one that will allow you to step into the days ahead with confidence, clarity, and a sense of peace that cannot easily be shaken. A moment of victory is approaching, and everything you have been going through is leading to this exact turning point. What once felt like delays, confusion, and emotional weight is now being revealed as preparation for something far greater. You are not just being healed for the sake of relief. You are being prepared to step into a season where you will move forward with purpose, clarity, and undeniable strength. There is a divine timing at work in your life, and July 6th stands as a gateway into this new phase. It is the moment where everything begins to align in a way that you can finally see and understand. The healing you have been receiving, the protection that now surrounds you, and the transformation happening within you are all working together to position you for what comes next. You are no longer standing in the same place spiritually, even if your external circumstances have not fully caught up yet. Something has shifted within you. And that internal shift is what will begin to change everything around you. Because once your spirit aligns, your path begins to align as well. There are opportunities that are about to come into your life, moments that will require you to act with confidence and clarity. In the past, you may have hesitated, doubted yourself, or felt unsure about your decisions. But now, you are being prepared to respond differently. You are being equipped to move forward without the same fear that once held you back. Archangel Michael is guiding you into this space of readiness. He is ensuring that when the moment arrives, you will not shrink back, but step forward with strength. This is what makes this time so important. Because it is not just about what is coming to you, but about who you are becoming as you receive it. You may begin to notice small signs of this shift already. Doors that once felt closed may begin to open. Conversations may take unexpected turns in your favor, and situations that once felt stuck may start to move again. These are not coincidences. These are the early signs of alignment, the result of everything that has been taking place within you. There is also a renewed sense of motivation rising within you. A desire to move forward, to take action, and to embrace what lies ahead. This is not pressure. This is momentum. It is the natural result of your spirit being restored and aligned. At the same time, there is a deeper sense of trust forming within you. Trust that you are being guided, that you are not alone in your journey, and that what is unfolding is part of a greater plan. This trust will allow you to move forward with peace, even when everything is not fully clear yet. This is the beginning of a victorious season in your life. Not a season without challenges, but a season where challenges no longer define your experience. You will face them with strength, overcome them with clarity, and move through them with a sense of purpose. And as this new phase begins, remember this. You did not arrive here sluchai. You were guided, prepared, and positioned for this exact moment. Everything you have gone through has led you here. Type "I step into my victory" in the comments if you feel this message aligning with your spirit. Blessing code 888 is now activated. And as you stand on the edge of this new beginning, understand that your step forward is not just for your own life, but for many who are still waiting for light to reach them. When you respond to this moment, when you act in faith, you become part of a greater movement that carries healing, truth, and hope to others. The scripture declares, "The generous soul will be made rich, and he who waters will also be watered himself." This is not a distant promise. It is being spoken over you now. I feel called to act, and in this moment, you can answer that same call. Through super thanks or a direct offering through the PayPal link in the description and QR code, you are sowing into a mission that spreads this divine message to those who need it most. This is not just giving. It is a prophetic act, a seed planted into a harvest that will return to you multiplied. Release your seed now. Step into obedience. And watch how your act of faith unlocks blessings that flow back into your life in ways you cannot yet see. A gentle but undeniable grace is beginning to settle over your life, and it is changing the way everything flows around you. What once felt like constant resistance, where every step forward required intense effort, is starting to shift into something smoother, something more aligned. This is the power of divine grace entering your path, and it is not sluchai that you are experiencing it now. There was a time when you had to push through everything. You had to fight for clarity, struggle for peace, and force your way through situations that did not come easily. It felt like you were always trying to make things work, always trying to hold everything together. But now, something is different. The pressure to force outcomes is beginning to fade. This is because you are no longer operating from the same place you once were. The healing, the restoration, and the protection you have received have shifted your energy. And as your energy shifts, your experience begins to shift as well. You are moving into a state where things begin to align naturally, where doors open without the same level of struggle, and where opportunities come with a sense of ease rather than resistance. Grace does not mean that everything becomes effortless, but it means that you are no longer alone in your efforts. It means that there is a divine flow guiding your steps, making your path smoother, and removing unnecessary obstacles. What once felt heavy will begin to feel lighter. What once felt complicated will begin to feel simple. You may start to notice this in small ways at first. Situations resolving themselves without as much effort, conversations becoming more peaceful, and decisions becoming clearer. These are signs that grace is at work. And as you continue to move forward, these small shifts will grow into larger changes. There is also a sense of timing that comes with grace. You will begin to notice that things happen at the right moment, not too early and not too late. This is because you are coming into alignment with divine timing. You are no longer trying to control everything on your own, but allowing yourself to be guided. Archangel Michael is still present in this process, ensuring that your path remains protected and aligned. His presence is not only about strength and protection, but also about guidance. He is helping you move in the right direction, helping you recognize opportunities, and helping you avoid paths that are not meant for you. This is where trust becomes essential. As grace begins to work in your life, you may be tempted to return to old patterns of control, to try and force things to happen the way you think they should. But this is the moment to let go of that need. This is the moment to trust that what is unfolding is happening for a reason. There is also a lightness that comes with grace, a feeling that you do not have to carry everything on your own. This lightness allows you to move forward with a sense of peace, knowing that you are supported in ways you may not fully see. You are also becoming more aware of what truly matters. As unnecessary stress begins to fall away, you gain clarity about your priorities, your purpose, and the direction you want to take. This clarity helps you focus your energy on what is important, rather than being distracted by what is not. And as this continues, you will begin to see doors opening that once seemed completely closed. Opportunities that once felt out of reach will begin to appear. And when they do, you will recognize them, because you are no longer operating from confusion, but from clarity and alignment. This is the power of grace at work in your life. It is not sluchaikakri that you have reached this point. It is the result of everything that has been happening within you. The healing, the restoration, the protection, and now the alignment with grace are all part of a greater plan that is unfolding step by step. So as you move forward, allow yourself to receive this grace fully. Do not resist it. Do not question it. Embrace it, because the path ahead is no longer meant to be filled with constant struggle. It is meant to be walked with peace, clarity, and a quiet confidence that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. A deep alignment is now taking place within you, one that is bringing your mind, your body, and your spirit into a state of harmony that you may not have felt in a long time. This alignment is not sluchaikakri. It is the natural result of everything you have been experiencing: the healing, the restoration, the protection, and the grace that has begun to flow into your life. All of these elements are now coming together, forming a powerful foundation that will carry you forward. There were times when you felt divided within yourself. Your mind may have been filled with doubt while your heart longed for peace. Your body may have felt tired while your spirit was searching for strength. This internal disconnect made it difficult to feel fully grounded, fully present, and fully aligned with your path. But now, something is changing. The thoughts that once created confusion are beginning to settle. The emotions that once felt overwhelming are becoming more balanced. The physical tension that once weighed you down is starting to ease. This is what alignment feels like. It is not a sudden burst of perfection, but a steady return to balance. Archangel Michael is playing a vital role in this process. His presence is not only guiding your spirit, but also helping to bring order to the areas of your life that once felt chaotic. He is helping you release what creates a balance and strengthening what brings stability. As this alignment deepens, you will begin to notice a stronger connection between your thoughts and your actions. You will think with more clarity, decide with more confidence, and act with more intention. This creates a powerful flow in your life where you are no longer second-guessing yourself at every step. There is also a sense of inner calm that comes with alignment. Even when situations around you are uncertain, you will feel a quiet stability within. This stability allows you to remain focused, to make wise decisions, and to move forward without being easily shaken. You are also becoming more aware of your energy. You will start to recognize what lifts you and what drains you. This awareness gives you the ability to make choices that support your well-being, rather than choices that leave you feeling depleted. This is an important part of alignment, because it ensures that you are not only moving forward, but doing so in a way that sustains you. As your mind, body, and spirit come into harmony, you will begin to attract opportunities that match this new state of being. This is not sluchaikaki. Alignment changes what you attract. When you are clear, balanced, and grounded, you naturally draw in situations and people that reflect those qualities. This is why the changes within you are so important, because they are not only affecting how you feel, but also shaping what comes into your life. You are stepping into a state where you are no longer attracting confusion, but clarity. No longer attracting chaos, but peace. There is also a sense of purpose that becomes stronger with alignment. You will begin to feel more certain about the direction you are meant to take. This does not mean you will have every detail figured out, but you will have a clear sense of what feels right and what does not. This clarity allows you to move forward with confidence. It allows you to take steps without constant hesitation, and it allows you to trust that you are moving in the right direction. Archangel Michael continues to guide and support you through this process, ensuring that your alignment remains strong and stable. His presence is a constant reminder that you are not navigating this journey alone. So as you feel this harmony building within you, embrace it. Allow yourself to fully step into this state of balance. Trust that this alignment is preparing you for something greater. Because when your mind, body, and spirit are in harmony, there is nothing standing in the way of your progress. You are no longer divided. You are becoming whole. And in that wholeness, you will find the strength, clarity, and direction needed to move forward into the life that has been waiting for you. A powerful realization is beginning to settle within you, one that will change how you see everything that has happened in your life up to this point. You are starting to understand that you were never sluchaikakui, never overlooked, and never forgotten. Every step you have taken, every challenge you have faced, and every moment of uncertainty has been part of a greater design that is now becoming clear. There were times when you questioned why things unfolded the way they did. You may have wondered why certain doors closed, why certain opportunities did not work out, or why you had to go through experiences that felt so difficult. In those moments, it was hard to see any purpose in what was happening. It may have felt like you were being delayed, like you were being held back from the life you wanted. But now, you are beginning to see a different perspective. You are starting to realize that those moments were not meant to stop you, but to shape you. They were preparing you, strengthening you, and guiding you towards something that required a deeper level of understanding and resilience. Without those experiences, you would not be the person you are becoming now. Archangel Michael has been present through it all, even in the moments when you did not feel it. His guidance may not have always been obvious, but it was there, protecting you from paths that were not meant for you and leading you toward the one that is. Now, as you look back, you may begin to see how certain things aligned in ways you could not have planned on your own. This realization brings with it a deeper sense of trust. Trust not only in the path ahead, but also in everything that has already happened. You begin to understand that nothing was wasted. Every experience carried meaning, even if that meaning was not immediately clear at the time. There is also a growing sense of confidence within you. Not the kind of confidence that comes from external validation, but a quiet, steady confidence that comes from knowing who you are and what you have overcome. You have faced challenges that tested you, and yet you are still here, still moving forward, and now stronger than before. This is why you were chosen to receive this message. Because you are ready to step into this new chapter with a level of awareness and strength that you did not have before. You are no longer the person who doubts every step or questions every decision. You are becoming someone who moves with purpose, with clarity, and with faith in the journey. There is also a sense of anticipation building within you, a feeling that something new is about to begin, something that will take you beyond where you have been. This is not just a feeling. It is a sign that you are standing at the edge of a new beginning. And as you stand at this point, it is important to remember that you do not have to have everything figured out. You do not need to see every step ahead. What matters is that you trust the direction you are being guided in. Archangel Michael continues to walk with you, offering guidance, protection, and strength as you move forward. His presence is a reminder that you are supported, that you are not alone, and that you are being led towards something that is meant for you. So as you prepare to step into what comes next, hold on to this truth. You were never SL Huchakakri. You were always part of a greater plan. And everything you have experienced has been leading you to this moment of clarity and readiness. Now, you are being called to move forward. Not with fear, not with hesitation, but with trust. Because the path ahead is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. And as you take that step, you will begin to see just how far you have come, and just how much is waiting for you on the other side of this new beginning. Beloved soul, as this moment gently comes to a close, feel the calm that is now surrounding you. There is no rush, no pressure, only a quiet assurance that everything you have received was meant for you. This divine appointment on July 6 was not SL Huchakakri. It was written into your journey as a moment of renewal, a sacred pause where your spirit could be touched, healed, and restored in a way that prepares you for what lies ahead. Take a deep breath and recognize how far you have come. The weight you once carried is no longer the same. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts has begun to clear. The heaviness that once filled your spirit is being replaced with peace. This is the work of divine light, the gentle yet powerful presence of Archangel Michael continuing to move within you. You are not leaving this moment the same as you were before. Something within you has shifted, something real and lasting. Even if you cannot fully explain it yet, you can feel it. A sense of calm, a sense of clarity, a sense of quiet strength that was not there before. This is your spirit being renewed. And as you move forward from here, carry this peace with you. Do not rush back into worry or doubt. Allow yourself to rest in this moment, to trust that what has been set in motion will continue to unfold. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to have all the answers. What you need is already within you, and what is meant for you is already on its way. Archangel Michael remains with you, not just in this moment, but in the days ahead. His presence is a constant source of protection, guidance, and strength. Whenever you feel uncertain, remember that you are not alone. Whenever you feel weak, remember that strength has already been placed within you. And whenever you feel lost, remember that you are being guided. This is not the end of something. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you move forward with grace, with confidence, and with a renewed sense of purpose. The days ahead will not look the same as the days behind you, because you are no longer the same person. To walk forward with peace. Walk forward with justice. Walk forward knowing that you have been touched by something divine. Type "I am renewed" in the comments if you receive this message with your heart open. Lesson code 1444 is now activated. And as this sacred moment settles into your spirit, hear this clearly: what hath been poured into you is not meant to stop with you. Light you receive is meant to flow, to reach others who are still waiting in silence for their own moment of healing. The word speaks now. Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. This is a living call being placed before you. I feel moved to give, and in this moment, your response becomes part of a divine ripple. When you release your seed through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description and QR code, you are not just supporting a message, you are opening pathways for souls to encounter this same healing light. This is your moment to act, not out of obligation, but out of alignment. As you give, may your life be filled with overflow, may doors open before you, and may blessings return to you multiplied beyond expectation. Step into this act of faith now. Sow your seed. Move with purpose, and watch how heaven responds to your obedience.